And there's the video camera. Run, run.
You should go put your feet in that river.
I know, I did this morning.
No, it is
very cold.
It is really cold.
That's why they can swim in it. You go in there and swim in it with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go fishing, but I can't get across the river. I didn't want it that time.
You know, you only got about 3 more feet to go, and that's it. Then you would be, everybody smile to the video camera.
No, it's time for
Hi there. You say hi?
You got apples all over your face.
Good morning, dude. We're trying to get that hair to...
Oh, didn't know everybody's in front of me here. Oh, you got a good. Oh, you're posing for another picture, huh?
No, just put that away so we can have a blessing on the food to be the good.
Okay.
Come on, gang. Am I missing anyone?
Not all.
Oscar! Come on, boy. Does anyone know where Uncle Chad is?
He just walked in.
He just went in the bathroom.
Oh.
He's in there sneaking.
Evan. Evan.
Hey!
Evan! Come on!
Oscar!
So mean, Spencer.
Come on.
I said, why are you looking so mean?
You got a bird.
Is that a bear dog? Is that a bear?
Come here, Oscar. Come on, boy.
It's just the nature of you, isn't it?
Growing up.
That's a badger dog. It runs in the hole and gets the badger.
Getting bigger and bigger and older and older.
I need to take a picture from
She was through the gate before she knew it. Gotcha.
Connie, move.
Evidently they're ready for the blessing, Chad.
Okay.
Good shot without me. No! Don't get me!
I guess we don't have
No!
Ah, I'm not a good person.
That sounds pretty bad.
Alright, everybody ready to try out
Still, it's your mom.
Yeah, our camera isn't working.
Yes, it does.
We just charged up the battery last night.
What are you going to
Right in the limbs.
You talking about me?
I missed.
You better have missed.
No, I want to tell you what you did at your family reunion. You guys had it. You want to tell her?
We were watching the video of it.
She spit on it.
All over the window.
Not live. Not great side. I know it. Remember that? And you spit on our camera all over the
I did.
You're going like this. You're going.
The one that doesn't have it, you know.
Well, what they'd do is if the one that they didn't have it, if they did another one, the ward would pay for it, but it can. Watch that video camera.
You got a scar to prove it, huh?
American flags coming up.
Well, you know how to sew, right?
Maybe it's a little black spot.
You got it. There you go. Go. Gotta get up higher, huh? Those are the hard ones, huh? That's it. One feet over. There you go.
Excuse me.
Here we go again.
Going all day.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish Mickey was here.
You what?
I mean, Lana was here.
Oh, me too.
I could run into her going down the slide and break her nose again. Come on, Evan. You're okay. You're okay. Need help? There you go. Climb. You want to climb that line? There you go. The little one. Keep going. That's the big one.
I want to climb the big one.
You won't climb unless you feel safe.
Yeah, you can go climb it, okay?
Is that BLM land up there? What is it, do you know?
No, that's our land.
Our land.
You down there to catch him? Okay, sit down. There you go. Little different. Can you find the North Star? Is that fun? Can you find the North Star off the distance? Yeah. I'll draw you a picture. Hey!
There.
I don't mind if I get this on camera.
Okay, it's the last time, okay?
Who?
Nobody's seeing you.
Yeah, Wow, you're good. Because we're going to watch the tape when we get home, aren't we? So people are seeing them.
Oh, come on.
What?
Keep it up there.
Okay.
No.
Oh, how'd you like me to kiss you right in the gut?
Come on, Evan.
Hello.
Hello. 10 for.
The other one doesn't have a screen in it. Maybe eaten by mosquitoes.
Oh.
Maybe the door doesn't close. Maybe it's set apart.
Oh.
When Leaf comes up to visit us this summer, he's going to give us some rattlesnake meat.
He is, huh?
He's going to order some from a catalog that he has.
Well, you just go get you a rattlesnake.
You're sick. You don't eat rattlesnake.
Why not?
Because it's not proper.
Doesn't have a cloven hoof.
What'd you say?
Doesn't have a cloven hoof.
So what? Gross. Rattlesnakes are sick.
Sing?
Barbara in Seville?
Yeah, is that what you're gonna sing?
I'm the barber of Seville. I'm the barber of Seville. What's this? I forgot it. Figaro, that's it. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. I'm the barber of Seville.
Yeah, I like it. You need to record that.
I don't want to make money off it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, now you sing something.
Oh, that was good.
Sing Mill Square Blues for him.
Yeah, drink all
Amy, the due date is when?
October
5th. Wow. Getting close.
Pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Congratulations. And have a safe trip.
Are you singing again?
Yeah, I'm gonna take pictures, you know.
You guys are going right there? Okay, good. Okay.
The mustache is kind of tickled, don't it?
Okay.
Just take off the mustache. We'll go.
Yeah, okay.
It's all right. It usually takes 6 weeks to grow a mustache.
Okay. Jose, there's a chicken in the middle of the road. I know, Maria, I know. Jose, you're going to eat the chicken. I know, Maria, I know. Oh, Jose, you eat the chicken. I know, Maria, I know. Jose, there's a goat in the middle of the road. I know, Maria, I know. Jose, you're going to eat the chicken. I know, Maria. Oops. Oh, Jose, you eat the chicken. I know, Maria. Jose, there's a man in the middle of I know, Maria, I know. Jose, you're going to eat the man. I know, Maria, I know. Oh, Mom. Oh, Jose, you eat the man. I know, Maria, I know. Oh, Jose, was that man a Californian? I don't know. He must have been, because because when we hit him, he said, sunny beaches.
Man short. It's a 4-man canoe, and so I've got to pick some there so we can get down the bayou too, and then just sit there. So I guess I'll pick Uncle Lee.
So that was when you preside, Leaf.
The monkeys come back.
There's something. You have to turn around and face the dog. And don't look either.
Trust me. I know something's up there.
Okay.
I've been scouting. I know something.
You know that's when they need another person, huh?
You know this one, huh?
No, I
Everybody ready? Row together. Start on the left. Wait, there's a log on the right. Switch. There's a log on the right. Switch. Wait, there's a log on the left. Wait, there's a log on the left. Catch the wave. Catch the wave.
Dude, Tony's a scoutmaster.
I got some information on a good investment opportunity since we all like to make some money, and this could be a real sleeper and make a lot of money. And it's only a small investment, I'd say probably $50,000 each. There's a group of us who are considering investing in a large cat ranch in Arizona near the Mexican border. And we're going to start small, just maybe 1 million cats to start with. And each cat will average about 12 kittens a year. And the skins from these cats can be sold for about 20 cents for the white ones and up to 40 cents for the black ones. And that'll give us 12 million cat skins per year. Cat skins per year. We sell at an average price of around 32 cents. And that'll make us about $10,000 a day, excluding Sundays and holidays. And a good Mexican cat man can skin about 50 cats per day at a wage of $13.15 a day. And it'll take 663 men to operate the ranch. So the net profit would be over $8,200 per day. And so your $50,000 investment would be covered in 6.1 days. And that beats the stock market all the heck. And now what we'd feed the cats, we'd feed them rats exclusively. And the rats multiply 4 times as fast as the cats do. So we'd start a rat ranch next to the cat farm. And if we start with 1 million rats, we'll have 4 rats per cat per day. And then we'll feed the rats, we'll feed them the carcasses of the cats that we skin. And that'll give each rat a quarter of a cat per day. So you can see by that that this business is a clean operation. It's self-supporting and really automatic. The cats will eat the rats and the rats will eat the cats and we'll get the skins. So we need to know if you're interested as soon as possible because we want to get going on this.
Well, we buy into those kind of things all the time.
We want to have the fewest investors as possible. And then eventually it's our hope we're going to cross the cats with snakes. Then they'll skin themselves twice a year, and this would save us the labor cost as well as giving us 2 skins per cat.
Last night I went to bed with gum in my mouth, and when I woke up I had gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed, I tripped on the skateboard, and I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And at breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his cereal box, and Nick found an undercover agency code ring in his cereal box. And I didn't find anything in my cereal box. I think I'm moving to Australia. And then in the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Emily have a seat by the window, and Andre and Elliot got a seat by the window too. I had to sit in the middle. I said I'm being squished. I said I'm being scrunched. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to get car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. And at singing time, she said I sang too loud. And at counting time, she said I left out 16. Who cares about 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said Philip Parker was his best friend, and Albert Mayo was his next best friend, and I was only his 3rd best friend. I said, I hope you sit on a tack, Paul, and I hope the next time you buy a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, I hope the ice cream part falls off and lands in Australia. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Because after school, Mom took us all to the dentist. And Dr. Fields found a cavity in just me. He said, come back next week and I'll fix it. Next week, I said, I'm moving to Australia. On the way back downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and Anthony pushed me in a mud puddle while we were waiting for Mom. And while I was crying because of the mud, Nick called me a crybaby. And so while I was punching Nick out for calling me a crybaby, Mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and dirty. Muddy and funky. So then we went to the shoe store, and Anthony picked out blue ones with red stripes, and Nick picked out red ones with blue stripes, and I picked out blue ones with white stripes. But the shoe store man said they were all out of them, so they made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. And then after that, we went to pick Dad up from his office, and he said I couldn't play with his copy machine, but I forgot. And then he said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was really, really careful, except for my elbow. And he said not to use his phone, but I think I called Australia. He also said don't pick him up again. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because we had lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. And there was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. And my bath water was too hot, and I got soap in my eyes, and I had to wear my railroad train track pajamas. And I hate railroad train track pajamas. And then when I went and got in bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could have, and my Mickey Mouse nightlight burnt out, and the cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. And Mom said, and I told Mom that I was having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. She said, some days are just like that, even in Australia.
Parrot. And the Elders Forum president had a parrot. The bishop's parrot was always saying, let's pray, let's pray. It was a good thing for a bishop's parrot to say. But the Elders Forum president parrot always said, let's kiss, let's kiss. Well, Bishop got with the Elders Forum president. You know, I should make him the release side president, shouldn't I? But anyway, got with the Elders Forum president and said, we need to teach your parrot to say better things than that. So they put them together, put two in one cage. Bishop's parrot turned to the other one and said, let's pray, let's pray. And let's kiss, let's kiss. Hallelujah, my prayer's been answered.
All friendly.
I see the party songs there. Well, I didn't see that. I was thinking big book, Roxy. We're waiting for you. Everybody wants you.
Yeah, we're waiting, Dee.
Yeah, come on, Dee.
Yeah, Dee.
Yay, Dee. Dee.
Dee.
Yeah, I'm recording.
You still look like you're asleep. Marie, get the book out of your face.
Nice face, Roxy.
Jesus The kingdom. Where'd you guys go?
Okay.
Nope. Where you get that, Heidi? I want it. I want. I should make it better before you get it.
Tell some of your boyfriends.
Huh?
Adam's gonna read his letter.
Okay, I'm ready.
Great.
Yeah, start now.
Listen to that.
Just kidding. Claire had all but given up when she and Edwin fell in love. She touched his face and shook her head in disbelief. She sighed and said, in many dreams I've held you near. Now at last you're really here. Where have you been? I've looked for you forever and a day. Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away. He asked her for her hand for life when she became a salesman's wife. He was home each night by 8, but one stormy evening he was late. Her frightened tears fell to the floor until his key turned in the door. Where have you been? I've looked for you forever and a day. Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away. They never spent a night apart. For 60 years she heard him snore. Now they're in a hospital, in separate beds on different floors. Claire soon lost her memory, forgot the names of family. She never spoke a word again. Then one day they wheeled him in. He held her hand and stroked her hair. And in a fragile voice she said, where have you been? I've looked for you forever and a day. Where have you been? Oh, I'm just not myself when you're away. No, I'm just not myself when you're away.
Without practice, are you able to do that?
Here. Take this,
You
son.
don't have to play it
I
all.
don't know how. Do you
Here,
let
it's
Dean
going.
do it? So, I don't know how to do it.
We'll have to do what?
You don't have to do the whole song, just do a little bit of it.
Oh, where's mine?
Ugh, your head.
You better have it.
It says, though you're not exactly blue, yet you don't feel like you do, in the winter or the long hot summer days. For your feelings and the weather seem to sort of go together, and you're quiet in the dreamy autumn haze. When the last big steer is goaded down the chute and safely loaded, when the summer crew has ceased to hit the ball, when a feller starts a dragging to the home ranch with a wagon, when they finish shipping cattle in the fall. Only 2 men left a-standin' on the job for winter brandin', and your partner, he's a loafin' at your side. With a brand new saddle creakin', neither one of you is speakin'. And you feel it's going to be a silent ride, but you savvy one another, for you know him like a brother. He is friendly, but he's quiet, that is all. He is thinking while he's dragging to the home ranch with a wagon when they finish shipping cattle in the fall. And the saddle hoss is stringing at an easy walk a-swinging, in behind the old chuck wagon moving slow. They are weary, gaunt, and jaded, with the mud and brush they've waded. And they settled down to business long ago. Not a horse is feeling sporty, not a hoss is acting snorty. In the spring the brutes is full of buck and ball, but they're gentle when they're dragging to the home ranch with a wagon when they finish shipping cattle in the fall. And the cook leads a retreat up there on his wagon seat. with his hat pulled way down on his head. He used to make that old team hustle. Now he hardly moves a muscle, and a feller might imagine he was dead. Except his old cob pipe is smoking as he lets his team go poking, hitting all the humps and hollers in the road. No, the cook has not been drinking. He's just sitting there and thinking about the places and the people that he knowed. You can see the dust a-trailing and two little clouds a-sailing, and a big mirage like lakes and timber tall, to the home ranch with a wagon when they finish shipping cattle in the fall. When you make camp that night, though the fire's burning bright, yet nobody seems to have a lot to say. In the spring you sung and hollered, now you get your supper swallowed, and you crawl into your blankets right away. Then you watch the stars a-shining up there in the soft blue lining, and you sniff the frosty night air clear and cool. You can hear the night hawse shifting, and your memory starts a-drifting. To the little village where you went to school, with its narrow gravel streets and the kids you used to meet, and the common where you used to play baseball. Now you're far away and dragging to the home ranch with a wagon, before they finish shipping cattle in the fall. And your schoolboy sweetheart too, with her eyes of honest blue, best performer in the old home talent show. You was nothing but a kid, but you liked her, sure you did. Lord, and that was over 30 years ago. Then your memory starts to roam from old Mexico to Nome, from the Rio Grande to the Powder River. Of the things you've seen and done, some of them was lots of fun, and a lot of other things they make you shiver. About that boy by name of Reed that was killed in a stampede. 'Twas way up north you helped to dig his grave. And your old friend Jim the boss that got tangled with a hoss, and the fellers couldn't reach in time to save. You was there when Ed got his'n, boy that killed him still in prison. And old Lucky George is rich and living high. Poor old Tom, he come off worst, got his leg broke, died of thirst. Lord, that must be an awful way to die. Then them winters at the ranches and the old-time country dances. Everybody was sociable and gay. Used to lead 'em down the middle, just a prancing to the fiddle. Never thought of going home till the break of day. No, there ain't no chance for sleeping, for the memories come a-creeping. And sometimes you think you hear the voices call, when a feller starts a-dragging to the home ranch with a wagon, when he finished shipping cattle in the fall.
Granddad Willis was young, rode his wife with a wagon tongue, slept on a bed without any slab, hunted in the woods for coonskin calves. He was a citizen, tough and grim, danger was just a gift to him. He ate corn, food, and bacon fat, great-grandson would starve on that. If the Redskins came around, Granddad took old Betsy down, he covered his war with a bearskin rug, and quenched his thirst with a whiskey jug. Great-granddad was a busy man, he cooked his grub in a frying pan, held up his pants with a piece of twine, and combed his hair with a bacon knife. 21 children came to bless the old man's home in the wilderness. 21 boys, and how they grew, strong and fat on bacon too. 21 boys and not one bad, they never got fresh great-granddad. If they had, he'd have been right glad to tan their eyes with a hickory gad. He raised them rough and he raised them strong, when their feet tickled on the road to run, he straightened them out with an iron rod, and filled them full of the fear of God. They grew strong in heart and hand, firm foundation of our land, made the best citizens we ever had. We need more men like great-granddad. Granddad died at 89, 21 boys he left behind. Times have changed, but you never can tell, or you might yet do half as well.
Yeah, parents, I'm a child of God. Is that the Yes. Okay. Remember how it starts?
I'm a child of God, and He has sent me here. we have realized that our country, our nation, must soon come under condemnations for her sins. And we have strayed far from the principles brought forth by our founding fathers and God. We'd like to sing a song for you that tells about one of those sins. Now, I'd like you to listen to the first part. It's some words by President Bush, and I'll turn it up real high. It's important that you understand them before we sing the song.
Therefore, seize this opportunity to fulfill the long-held promise of a new world order, where brutality will go unrewarded.
Okay. Now I have to put it behind it. Did you hear what he said? Everybody did?
Just in case you don't remember, let me jog your memory. In a church they called the Waco Compound, back in April '93, 17 little children, all so helpless and so small, died a senseless death of gas and flames. How many names can you recall? 17 little children. Don't it make you wonder why? 17 little children. How could they deserve to die? Maybe we should stop and ask ourselves, have we become so blind? Will 17 little children finally open up your mind? How did you sleep last night, Bill Clinton? Tell me, did you feel their pain? As 17 little children cried out and perished in the flame. Attorney General Janet Reno, I accept your offer to resign. How can you stand for law and order now, when you won't answer to your crimes? 17 little children, all so helpless and so small. 17 little children, how many names can you recall? Maybe we should stop and ask ourselves, have we become so blind? Will 17 little children finally open up your mind? I've heard it said the Branch Davidians only got what they deserved. But no one seems to know what laws were broken, what was in the warrant they never served. Yesterday I sold my TV set, stopped my subscription to the Times. To me it's plain to see the media was an accomplice to these crimes. 17 little children, it make you wonder why. 17 little children, how could they deserve to die? Maybe we should stop and ask ourselves, have we become so blind? Will 17 little children finally open up your mind? Open up your mind.
You're recording.
I know I am.
It is in vain, sir, to accentuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war has actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? Gentlemen may... What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have?